Happy Monday, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about forgiving yourself. One of my favorite characters in the Bible is Peter. I love Peter because you never know what Peter was going to do. He was Mr. Foot in the Mouth, Mr. Spontaneous. But I don't know if you know this, but early on, Jesus changed Peter's name from Simon, which meant the reed, to Peter, which meant the rock. Now, at that moment when Christ changed his name, Peter was anything but the rock. He was, as I said, Mr. Spontaneous. There was 1 minute that Christ, he was saying, man, I'll go anywhere with you, Christ. I'll do anything. The next minute, Christ is saying, get behind me, Satan. I didn't know you. Mr. Spontaneous steps out of the boat and walks on the water, and the next minute he takes his eyes off God and he's sinking in the water. You never knew what Peter was going to do, and then he actually denies that he even knows who Christ is. So after that, Peter goes back to fishing, what he knew before. He was so dejected that he just said, I'm going back to my old way of doing life. Maybe that's some of you. Maybe that's how you feel. That I have failed in this life. I failed in coming to know Christ. And Christ today wants to tell you he's going to change your name. He's going to change you from being the reed to being the rock. When you come to know him and you come in relationship with him, he's going to help you to come to know him. God brought me here today to affirm you and to say how much he loves you. Because see, that's what he did for Peter. When he came and Peter was in that boat fishing because he'd go back to his old way of life. He sees Christ on the shore and he jumps out of that boat and he runs to the shore. And Jesus asked him a question and he said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, oh God, you know all things and you know I love you. He asked Peter this 3 times because see, Peter had denied him 3 times. 3 times Peter denied, but 3 times Christ affirmed his calling on his life. Can I tell you, God sent me here today to affirm your calling on your life. Come back to him, run back to him, and know that he loves you, and he has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And have the boldness to try again.